ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। Bhagavad Gita chapter 1 verse number 7. Asmakantu vishishtaye tan nibodha dvijottama nayaka mam sanyasya sangyartham tan bravimite. O best of the Brahmans, for your information, I shall also mention the names of my army's most excellent heroes. After describing the name of the main warriors in the army of the Pandavas, Duryodhan now wants to tell Dronacharya about the main warriors in his own camp, so as to prove that his camp is no less than that of the Pandavas. Even though that's what he's trying to prove, internally he is concerned that his power, his camp is not as strong as that of the Pandavas. In the next verse, number 8, Duryodhan states, Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Kripascha Samitinjayah Ashwathama Vikarnascha Somadattihi Jayadrathaha. In my army there are heroes like your good self. Grandfather Bhishma, Karna, Kripacharya, who is ever victorious in battle, Ashwathama, Vikarna, Bhurishrava, and Jayadrath, the king of Sindhu. So Duryodhan mentions names of 8 main warriors in his camp, starting from Dronacharya himself, who was the guru of both the Kauravas and Pandavas, from whom they had learnt the art of fighting, and he himself was the commander in chief of the Kauravas army. So how could anyone defeat Dronacharya? So first Duryodhan points to Dronacharya himself as the main person in his army. Then Bhishma Pitamaha, who was also well known for his strength and powers. We have discussed about both Dronacharya and Bhishma in great detail previously, so we will not go through in detail right now. And then Duryodhan talks about Karna. As we discussed before, Karna was the son of Kunti that was born through the mystical potency of Surya Dev, when Kunti had gotten this boon from sage Durvasa that she could invoke any demigod and beget a child. When the first time Kunti invoked Surya sun, or the god of sun, Surya Dev, he appeared before her, and by his potency she conceived a child, a son. But she was very scared because she was not married at that time. So she put the baby boy in a basket and put it in the river. Downstream, the charioteer of Maharaj of Hastinapur, his name was Adirath, he found this basket and the baby boy in it, and he, along with his wife Radha, took care of this boy. He was the one who was later known as Karna, as well as by many other names like Danveer. that someone who was extremely charitable, no one would go empty handed from his place. He was also called Vasusen as well as Radheya because his mother's name was Radha. He was also called Angaraj because he became the king of the kingdom of Anga, also known as Suryaputra because his original father was the sun god himself. Karna has a very special character in Mahabharata, and his story does have many important teachings for us. Even though he was a great hero and a very charitable person, but because he took the side of the Kauravas, he only faced defeat and is not glorified as a great personality. This shows that the company that we keep is very important. You may have a lot of good qualities. You may be a good singer, you may be very intelligent, may be very strong, but if you're using all your qualities, all your capabilities for the benefit of those who are causing disturbance in the society, then all your good qualities will not be beneficial and they would actually cause pain to this world as well as to yourself. Therefore, it is very important to always be in good association. When in good association of devotees, we use our capabilities, our qualities for the service of the Lord, for service of Krishna, for the service of Vaishnavas, then all those qualities achieve their perfection. As Karna grew up, since he was the son of Surya, he was very powerful. He was actually born with a set of armor and earrings attached to his body, and these provided protection to him. He was brighter than his friends, stronger and more determined. From the childhood, he had a great passion to learn bows and arrows. He also approached Dronacharya to become his student, but because he was not a Kshatriya, at least that's what it was not known to anyone that he was the son of Kunti. Everyone thought that he was the son of this charioteer who belonged to a lower caste. Dronacharya did not accept him as a student. But Karna was not the one to give up. So he decided to approach Parshuram, who was the guru of Dronacharya himself. Parshuram only taught to Brahmins. He never taught to Kshatriyas because he felt that Kshatriyas or the warrior class misused their powers. So he only taught to Brahmins. Knowing this very well, Karna disguised as a Brahman and approached Parshuram. Parshuram taught him all that he knew and declared that Karna to be equal to himself in the art of warfare and archery. Towards the end of his education, one time Karna was sitting and Parshuram, who was very tired, was resting his head in Karna's lap and fell asleep. At that time, a bee flew from some place and settled on Karna's thigh and began to bore in Karna's thigh. Blood was coming out from Karna's thigh, but still Karna did not shoo away the bee or move his thigh because he did not want to disturb his guru Parshuram, who was resting in his lap. When Parshuram woke up and saw the blood coming out from Karna's wound, he immediately realized that Karna could not be a Brahman because a Brahman would not have this level of tolerance to bear physical pain. He had to be a Kshatriya. Thinking that Karna has cheated him, he became very angry and cursed him that he will forget all the knowledge required to wield the Brahmastra which is the most powerful weapon. Karna apologized to Parshuram and begged mercy from him. Parshuram then said that you would only lose the knowledge when you need it most while fighting with an equal warrior. It was this curse that ultimately cost Karna his life at the hands of Arjun in the battle of Kurukshetra. So this again tells us that we must never tell lies, especially to our gurus, especially to our teachers, because such lies will only cause problems to us in the future. It's best to go and tell the truth in front of Guru and the Vaishnavas. Karna was also cursed 2 other times. Once, as he was practicing with bows and arrows, he accidentally killed a Brahman's cow, and the Brahman cursed him that he would also die helplessly in the same way that his innocent cow had died. Also, Mother Earth cursed Karna once because of some pain that he caused her, and she cursed him that he would be the most vulnerable. When he would be the most vulnerable, she would abandon him. That is the reason during the battle of Kurukshetra, when the wheel of Karna's chariot got stuck in the mud, he was not able to take it out. Karna was a very close friend of Duryodhan. Once Guru Dronacharya had organized a contest to assess the prowess of the Kuru princesses, in which Karna also wanted to take part. However, since he was not of a princely class, he was not allowed to participate. Duryodhan saw this as an opportunity to befriend Karna, knowing that he was very strong and would be of great assistance to him to fight with the Pandavas. In the future, he immediately offered the kingdom of Anga to Karna and made him the king. Seeing this gesture of Duryodhan, Karna was extremely overwhelmed and obligated, and all his life he never forgot what Duryodhan did for him and laid his life for his friend Duryodhan's sake. When the Pandavas were for 13 years in the forest, during that time Karna waged war against kingdoms in all directions and brought them under the subjugation, under the control of Duryodhan, so Duryodhan could become the king of the entire world. Before the battle of Kurukshetra, Krishna also told Karna that he actually was the son of Kunti and requested him to fight on the side of the Pandavas. However, Karna refused, and even Kunti asked him to do the same, but he even refused Kunti, but did promise that of all the Pandavas, if he would kill anyone, it would be only Arjun, so that at the end of the battle, Kunti will still have 5 sons. Only one of them, either Arjun or Karna, would be dead in the battle. Karna was a very charitable person, and he had taken a vow that when he was worshipping Surya Dev, anyone who would come and ask him anything, he would not refuse. At one such time, Indra came and asked Karna for his armor and earrings, the ones that were given him the protection. And even though Karna knew what was the plan of Indra to actually help Arjun by taking away these 2 protective things from him, he still agreed to give him both the armor and his earrings. So like this, Karna had many great qualities, but again, as we discussed, because of being in the wrong camp, because of being on the side of Duryodhan, who was extremely irreligious, he also died in the battle of Kurukshetra at the hands of Arjun. Then there are other warriors mentioned by Duryodhan in this verse. We will discuss about them in the next version of this. Till that time, Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe, have a very blessed day.